He's not going to get within 5% of it because we can't see it. I'm not scared. I'm destroying a globe, Faith, you hold.
1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've got 4.
Sorry, let's just establish with Rumpus on mute if he's not listening to me again, same as yesterday. Anybody in Discord? Did he listen to any of my rebuttal? Was he too scared? Did he talk through every bit of it so he couldn't hear it, so he didn't have to respond to it?
All he did was say 3 words, 4 words, 2 words.
You talked through the entire...
So like the last time we got to this concluding point, he called me scaredy cat. And on this occasion, I've said I'm not scared to discuss the fact that you cannot derive geometry from a horizon he defines as not geometric. That would be apparent. You can't derive geometry, as is claimed Al-Biruni did, from something he can't see. Now, according to Rumpus and every fundy on this circuit, we cannot see a geometric horizon.
We are not going to see the geometric horizon.
No one's claiming that we see physical geometry.
It's not a visual horizon.
Of course, what Mr. Oakley will say is that we presuppose what the Earth is, the shape of the Earth. Well, yes.
Right, can you clear the airwaves? I just want to hear Sleeping Warrior and Rumpus. Nobody else, please.
Hello.
Hello, good to have you.
Rumpus.
Thanks for joining.
How are we today?
Fairly not too bad.
So about that geometric horizon, do you concede that it's apparent? It's not geometric after all? Al-Biruni couldn't have been measuring...
Hold on, we've covered this. I thought you were going to talk to him about the core. That's what he was talking about in chat. Don't just immediately change the subject on him, Anthony.
Sorry, I didn't realise there was a plan. So we want to talk about Molten Iron Core?
Only because that's what you were talking about that he was discussing in the chat. So, ideally...
Okay, so
Notice how Nathan doesn't want to talk about horizons. It's very obvious there.
If you say so, Rumpus. If you say so.
Scaredy cat.
No. Okay, I don't mind summarising that point. Al-Biruni's supposed to be measuring geometry, and according to you, he's measuring an apparent horizon that isn't geometric. So he's not measuring geometry. Oh, I'm not scared of it. That was the point we ended on last time when you said scaredy cat through me about 100 times.
Scared.
Now you're talking through me. It seems you're talking through me. It seems that Rumpus is a scaredy cat. Because he definitely doesn't want to listen to and then respond to the fact that he said Al-Biruni's measuring an apparent horizon, which he made very clear isn't geometric. Therefore, Al-Biruni's definitely not going to derive geometry from that. He's going to talk through me, scaredy cat, scared to listen to my rebuttal. Same as last time, scaredy cat. You can't respond to this.
Not a word. I can't speak at all. Oh, God, I'm going to get a chance.
No, I'm going to repeat my statement and then you're going to respond to it, or you can say scaredy cat. Those are your two options. Either respond to me with a rebuttal, or you talk through me. I don't mind which. So, you've expressly detailed that the geometric horizon is not the apparent horizon, and the only thing that you can derive geometry from would be the geometric horizon. You told us Al-Biruni's measuring the apparent horizon, so he cannot derive geometry from it.
He can, because they're very close together if you go...
They're very close, though they're not the same. So it's not giving him geometry.
It's close enough.
Close enough? It's just good enough, Globe Fundies. You heard it here first. He's not measuring geometry. Apparently he's getting R from this measurement, but it's good enough.
For him, yeah.
For him, it's good enough. Yeah, just good enough to base an R value that you then use to bend the horizon into a different position. Good enough to base the refraction value of R on.
It's good enough for the 11th century.
Sorry, good enough for the R value that you're going to bend the horizon around with.
We don't use Al-Biruni's value now, Nathan. We've got...
Sorry, you use an R value, and he was deriving it.
Yeah, but we don't use the way...
Sorry, you use an R value, and that's what he was supposed to be measuring. Am I scared? I don't seem very scared.
You are.
Oh, really? I seem terrified while I point out that he couldn't have derived geometry because he couldn't see a geometric horizon. You've told us.
Everything I say.
Then how did he know he was close enough?
That he got
If you
for
couldn't
R,
see, couldn't even see the geometric
Another
horizon.
twat comes and interrupts. I could never get in at all.
Who cares? You've told us he measured the apparent horizon. And the only thing that's going to give him geometry is the geometric horizon, which he wasn't measuring according to you. They're very much not the same thing. You're being pummeled. Yeah, we give a crap about your bleatings. No, we
Possibly
don't.
4 words.
And we don't care about your bleatings. How many words you get here is not of concern to me. What is of concern to me is that you've pointed out that Al Baruni's measuring an apparent horizon, so he's not got a geometric value from that then.
No, not even 1 word.
Yeah, that's all you can do is bleat about how many words you get. You can't respond, can you, scaredy cat? I'm pointing out that apparent horizon's not geometric, and you're scared.
3 words.
Yeah, you're scared, scaredy cat. Scaredy cat hasn't got a geometric horizon.
Word now. I'm down to 0 words. Oh.
No, we're hearing you saying how many words you get each time. We're hearing you not respond to me pointing out that he's not deriving geometry from an apparent horizon.
I'm trying to respond, but I can't.
Well, we're hearing you telling us that you're trying to respond, but you're not responding to the fact he hasn't got a geometric value from an apparent horizon because you can't get that.
2 words.
Yeah, that's another repetition of how many words you're getting, rather than you pummeling the fact that he can't derive geometry from an apparent location by your standards and your definition that apparent is not geometric.
One word, 2 words.
Yeah, that's another response about how many words he's got, rather than addressing the argument. Scared of the argument, only addresses how many words he gets.
2 words.
Yeah, that's all he's ever going to address. A bit like calling me scared. Yeah, I'll tell you this, little man. I'm not scared to point out that he hasn't got a geometric value when he's measuring an apparent location. He's not going to get within 5% of it because we can't see it. I'm not scared. I'm destroying a globe, Faith, you hold.
1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've got 4
Sorry,
words.
let's just establish with Rumpus
Can I ask him a
on
question,
mute
Nathan?
if he's not
Testing
listening to me
1,
again, same as yesterday. Anybody in Discord? Did he listen to any of my rebuttal? Was he too scared? Did he talk through every bit of it so he couldn't hear it, so he didn't have to respond to it?
Do you know the answer to that?
No, I want you to tell me, Neil.
All he did was say 3 words, 4 words, 2 words.
You talked through the entire.
So like the last time we got to this concluding point, he called me scaredy cat, scaredy cat. And on this occasion, I've said I'm not scared to discuss the fact that you cannot derive geometry from a horizon he defines as not geometric. That would be apparent. Now, that's an impossibility that he cannot square. And he's so terrified to actually even listen to me point it out that he'll say, 1 word, 2 word, 1 word, testing 1, 2, 3, 1 word, 2 word, 3 words, 1 word, 2 word, continuously, so he doesn't have to listen to it. It's the only tactic when you've lost. So I'll summarise. Not with Rumpus saying 1 word, 2 word, 3 words, because I've heard everything he's got to say, as has the audience. When he got given a chance to rebut what I claimed, which is you cannot, this is a fact, something Rumpus will never get around. Fact. You can't derive geometry, as is claimed Al Baruni did, from something he can't see. Now, according to Rumpus and every fundy on this circuit, we cannot see a geometric horizon. So you're not going to get within 5% of it. You're not going to derive an R from it. Precisely what Al Baruni is claimed to do. Now, Rumpus cannot address this. He's lost. So scaredy cat, I only get 3 words is the only response we'll ever get from him. You don't have a geometric horizon. What you've got, though, is an imaginary tangent to a point you can't see. Because here we are with AB Science's explanation for this little problem, with a location of a geometric horizon, but his line of sight being bent like a donkey dick to an apparent horizon. 2 separate things. Now, according to Rumpus, Al Baruni was measuring the second one, the apparent one, the one that isn't geometric. So he's never going to derive an R value from it, and there's no way round it. Oh, well, other than calling me a scaredy cat, and moaning about how many words you've got in while I point this out over and over and over again. You haven't got a geometric horizon, fundies. You, fundies with a globe belief. You need a geometric horizon. Your entire religion is based on it.
Love for Rumpus to tell us how
Al-Biruni calculated within 5% of a geometric horizon, not being that he never saw the geometric horizon? We could find that out. That'd be great. That's it.
I think he was trying to tell us that they don't really need his attempts to prove R anymore. They just presuppose it, but he never got to saying it.
Can I ask the question? This is a very important question. From the geometric horizon that's supposed to be there and the apparent horizon in the Black Swan, what is the percentage difference in that? Does anyone know? Someone calculate that?
Oh, it's enormous. I don't know about percentage, but what I do know is that if you calculate the assumption of a geometric physical sphere edge for a horizon, when calculating the Black Swan image, you end up with a radius value that would give you a circumference of an Earth that is the equivalent of the orbital path of the Moon in the heliocentric bullshit world of a sphere Earth in a vacuum. So you'd have an absolutely enormous sphere if you calculated that to be a physical sphere edge. Now, as a result of that, Paul, their rebuttal to that, Paul, is to say we do not see the geometric horizon. And on screen now we have Al-Biruni's claimed measurement to C, which is the geometric horizon which he derived R from, based on his dip angle measurement, utilising an imaginary horizon drawn 90 degrees to his zenith at A. So based on the dip between an imaginary horizon and C, the geometric horizon to give him an R value, he is absolutely without question assuming that he is measuring a physical, geometric, sphere edge horizon. The very same horizon that we are being told by the people here who debate that we live on a globe, we cannot see. Ergo, Al-Biruni could not measure a geometric horizon to give him an R value because it could not be seen. We cannot further to that come within 5% of a geometric horizon because we cannot see it.